Well, Carl, someone who was sold on the idea and very early, our next guest, Gary Tan, is the co-founder of Initialized Capital. And he was the very first Coinbase investor, turning a $300,000 investment into a stake worth more than $2 billion today. Gary, great to have you on the show today. Thanks for being with us. My question to you is simple. What should public market investors know that private investors like you have known for years? What do they need to look at that tells them to hold, buy, or sell Coinbase?
You know, Coinbase to me is this decade's Microsoft, Google, or Facebook. And, just as the PC revolution, as, the web browser, the internet in society needed those companies, that's what Coinbase is for crypto. And, the crazy thing about these things is that the technologies stack. The computer is what enabled the web browser, which then allowed you to have Google and Facebook. So, today it's pretty clear that Facebook is incredibly valuable. It can monetize in so many ways because it's the arbiter of online identity. But, I'd like to point out that they do it in a way that sells your data, and it does it in a centralized way. Really the power and the reason why decentralization and crypto is so powerful is that it's about your wallet, your coins, your data. And, it's really sort of standing in the face of what all of us are really worried about, which is increasing power of tech giants.
Gary, what's the insight or the strategy that Coinbase has that's going to continue to differentiate its efforts, even if competition from fees brings those revenues down? What's the thing that they have that's similar to what Google had with PageRank, what Facebook had with the social graph, and so on?
It's really about thinking about these things as layers and stacks. Just as Microsoft had the operating system first, and then that gave it the incredible advantage to, create, what is now a giant cash cow. I mean, Office even today is such an incredible, piece of technology that is spitting out cash. And that's why this is fundamentally valuable. We are in the earliest, sort of first half of the first inning of crypto remaking society. The applications are coming. What everyone's talking about is the price of Bitcoin, store of value, digital gold. I think that theme is actually doing pretty well, right? $2 trillion in value if gold is 10. That I think is why, why people are talking about Coinbase today. But I think in 10 to 20 years, what we're really going to be talking about is software eating every other sector, all other transactions that people do or have online. And you're seeing the shades of this now. DeFi, decentralized finance, where you can lend, insure, underwrite, settle any transaction between multiple parties, all in the open using open source software. That's $53 billion locked in ETH as of this morning. And that's 4x. That's actually 4x up since the beginning of the year. And so you're seeing actually explosive growth in, sort of things further up the stack. Bitcoin and Coinbase was the enabler. And what Coinbase is going to be able to do is be the enabling force, the clean, well-lit place to be that on-ramp for the next 10, 20, 50 years.